My name is Daudreanna Baker from Hazlehurst, Mississippi.
Good morning.
Good morning.
What defines you as a student and as an individual?
I think I'm defined by my circumstances, in a sense. I'm the daughter of a teenage mother who is herself. It's just us. I'm gonna just say that. Like, I'm defined by my circumstances, and I feel like that's who I am. I feel like I'm that girl that you hear about in the movies, you know, that came from nothing and almost kind of like Oprah is, you know. She came from Kosciuszko, and she was ordinary, and she's a billionaire, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's who I am. That's what defines me, my circumstances. But I also feel like that's not what's going to define me. I feel like I'm better than what I was given. I don't feel like I had the fairest hand at life, but I'm gonna make the best out of the hand I was dealt. I feel like that's who I am, my circumstances.
What do you want to do?
As in a career?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I like to major in chemistry, and then I like to go on to medical school. My career, my medical specialties kind of changed. It was anesthesiology at first, but I think I want to be an orthopedic surgeon because I was watching Grey's Anatomy, and Dr. Torres kind of hits home for me. So I think I want to be an orthopedic surgeon, but again, it could change.
And why anesthesiology at first?
Because in my hometown, drugs are a big problem, and it was I'm sorry, I didn't mean to snack. It's a big thing to me. I wanted to create a drug for those who, you know how people who are addicted to drugs can't take different kinds of drugs because of the fear of relapse and, you know, going back to their addiction. I want to engineer a drug for those people because those are my people. Like, that's my uncle, that's my auntie, that's my dad, like, that addicted to drugs and can't, if something were to happen, they can't take certain things because of the fear of relapse. And I just want something for them, you know, that they can take, and they can have the same kind of treatment that other people can have without, you know, that thing, that addiction bug, like, whispered in their ear.
Thank you.
No problem.
Where did this passion come from?
My mom's a nurse, and I seen her from the time I was a knee baby. I could see my mom, and my mom's been a nurse for the past 15 years. And I could see her coming home at 5 o'clock, and her feet are hurting, and her hands are hurting, and you know, she's tired, but her smile never went away. She loves people, and she kind of wants me to go into the medical field. And I guess just watching her help people, and I guess the influences and the impact that she has on her patients, you know, being that smiling face, you know, people's family don't always, I guess, support them. You know how older people go into nursing homes and are kind of left and abandoned. I guess my mom is like that bright part of their day, and I just like the influence that she has, and I like that she actually became a nurse after having 2 kids in her teens, and like, she worked for hers, and I want to work for mine too.
What was it like being the only person on your school newspaper? You're the editor.
Oh, God.
How did you handle all of those responsibilities?
Okay, at that time, I was in a whole lot of other clubs. I was in student government, I was in the band. So I think I burned myself out because it was like, it had got to the point where I was only getting like 2 or 3 hours a night of sleep. And it's like, the newspaper had like 10 pages, and I was doing it all by myself. And it was just like, oh my God, it's too much. And I had band practice, and I was still trying to, you know, keep my grades up and be a good daughter and make sure the dishes were done and do my little chores and just keep up with all the stuff I had going on. It got kind of excessive. And then the principal who asked me to do it, I wasn't gonna say no because they do so much for me at my school, so it's just kind of hard for me to say no to them just because, you know, how much they've done for me. So he left and went to another school, so I was just like, oh, relief. I didn't have to do it anymore.
Do you think somewhere along the line that you're really going to have to learn how to say no to some things so that you can say yes to the right things?
I think that's my biggest downfall. Like, I guess once I say I got to do something, like, I don't like to say that I'm going to do something and then it not get done, because I feel like that's reflecting back on me. And you never know when you're gonna need people again. You don't wanna, oh, she's not trustworthy, or she said she was gonna do this and didn't do it, or, you know, this, then the next. And I think I'm gonna have to learn how to say, no, I don't think that's for me, you know, this time, you know, maybe next time, or if you need help putting it together, then maybe, but I'm not gonna be able to do it by myself. So I think that's like my biggest downfall, not being able to say no. Where I come from, nobody goes to college, nobody does anything. And what he said to me was, I was telling him how long, you know, school's gonna take, and I'm being in school for 8 years and then residency, so I'll be in my 30s before I'm actually, I guess you could say, making it big time. And he was like, light bill man ain't got time. And a few months later, he was serving a life sentence in prison. And this same student was a student that I had grown up with, and like in my small town, everybody knows everybody. So I grew up with him. I seen him when he was 2, 3. We grew up together, and I'm not gonna say we were friends, but like I said, we grew up together. So seeing this same person that we went gifted classes together, like we were together for the majority of our lives, and now he got these big long dreads, and like oh Lord, like it's so strong and it's so impactful to me, because these are the people I grew up with. These are my classmates. These are my friends. He's only 17. These are my people. And the fact that we live in such low income, you know, such a low income community, and the fact that he felt like there was no other option other than, you know, resorting to what he did in order, you know, to help his mom out, to pay the light bill, man. It's just like, this can't happen. Like, I need to do this so the people from my town know that this is not the only option. Like, of course the light bill man gotta be paid, but that's not the only option. Like, just, you know, just give it time, wait it out, work hard. Like my mom always says, hard work pays off, so you gotta work hard, you gotta work for what you want. And you don't have to do these things to make ends meet. You know, I just feel like there was something else he could have done. There could have been, there's other alternatives to what he done, and it just, that was the most impactful thing to me. Like, looking back on, like, that was like, I think the thing that motivated me, like, I gotta do it, gotta get it, gotta go. Like, that was the thing for me.
Your after-school work is as a sandwich artist.
Been on my mind since about the 4th grade, like, this is it. She was like, well, I can't give those days off. She was like, I'm just gonna have to take you off schedule. Like, if you can't come to work, then this is it.
You got fired to come here?
Sir?
You said you got fired to come here?
Yes, sir. So, yeah, she fired me on Monday when I told her I had to be off to come here. She, well, I'm just gonna take you off schedule, so.
Subway.
Subway.
We got to find somebody.
Yeah, and that.
Keep it moving. Give her another question.
All right.
No, it's Tom's turn.
Oh, okay. Where's the EEOC?
Oh, it's okay. Like, my education comes first. It's okay.
Okay.
Understood.
Yeah. Really. You have a very busy schedule. Do you have such a schedule so you won't get in any trouble? And do you have time within your schedule to have some uninterrupted, mindless fun?
My mama don't believe in idle time. My mama's like, the devil's workshop, exactly. And my mama's, she's an old soul. She's young, but she's an old soul. She just don't believe in idle time. Like, you gotta do something. Like, you gotta get out, you gotta go do something. Like, now that I no longer have a job, I can get back into some of the things I used to enjoy, some of the clubs that I was in, like the band. I can get back in the band because the band required me to, you know, be at practice certain hours of the day, and it's just not realistic with, you know, having a job. And I can get back in, I'm in the Mayor's Youth Council, in my town, and I can get back into that. It's a community service organization. I can just get back into some of the things I enjoy. Like, I kind of see me losing my job as sort of like a blessing, because I felt like I was just working, school. So it was just kind of like, oh my goodness, like it's got to be, you know, fun outside of this. So I wouldn't really call it idle time or mindless fun, but I can get back into some of the things that I enjoy, like the band, and I might go back to writing, like I was doing the news. I might go back to writing just because it's something I enjoy and I feel like I'm good at. Take y'all schedule, Subway.
You can't eat too much.
Oh, yeah, keep it moving, give her another question. No, it's Tom's turn.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's okay, like, my education comes first, it's okay.
Okay.
Understood.
Yeah. Good. You have a very busy schedule. Do you have such a schedule so you won't get in any trouble? And do you have time within your schedule to have some uninterrupted, mindless fun?
My mama don't believe in idle time. My mama's like, the devil's workshop, exactly. And my mama's, she's an old soul. She's young, but she's an old soul. She just don't believe in idle time. You gotta do something, like you gotta get out, you gotta go do something. Like, now that I know I'm gonna have a job, I can get back into some of the things I used to enjoy, some of the clubs that I was in, like the band. I get back in the band, because the band required me to, be at practice certain hours of the day. It's just not realistic with, having a job. And I can get back in, I'm in the Mayor's Youth Council, in my town. And I can get back into that as a community service organization. I can just get back into some of the things I enjoy researching, but again, it could change.
And why anesthesiology at first?
Because in my hometown, drugs are a big problem. And it was I'm sorry, I didn't mean to snake. It's a big thing to me. I wanted to create a drug for those who, how people who are addicted to drugs can't take different kind of drugs because of the fear of relapse and, going back to the addiction. I wanted to engineer a drug for those people because those are my people. Like, that's my uncle, that's my auntie, that's my dad, like, that addicted to drugs and can't. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all have a good one.